Yeah. Speaking of fashion, so big holiday episode for anybody that's having a chance to listen. I know you got a lot of things going on in your day-to-day this week. Christmas, whatever holidays you celebrate. Kwanzaa.
Hanukkah.
Keep going. What else?
Is Diwali's done?
No, that was past.
Yeah. You got the main ones. And
at least I know when something is done. All right? Can I get an amen?
But because of that, we decided to give you guys a little holiday episode. And you know what? I decided to be a little festive for the episode, bought my first Christmas sweater. Never bought Christmas sweater, never bought Christmas outfits, nothing in my life. So I said, you know what? I'm going to get stuff for the whole group. You know what I mean? Go to the store, reach in my little bag of tricks, and I get some things. Adriel didn't want to wear it.
I couldn't wear the hat and the headphones, but I would if I could. I would if I could. But I want to make a special request. We got a special guest here, of course. We're going to get to that. But because this is like a holiday episode, obviously we can't say Christmas. We don't want to get canceled.
Facts.
Holiday episode, including everybody. I think you should bring back Rasta Santa, at least in part for this episode.
I will, at one random point in this episode, I will become Rasta Santa Claus.
Okay, so...
And our guest doesn't know what the hell we're talking about, but don't worry, it's coming. It's coming. So I'm going to talk about the man in charge, the man that deals with the audio, the man that tells us to take things off the mic because we're being too extra. Stacks Edwards, talk to him real quick.
Hey, what's going on? Mayor's office, Christmas edition. Gonna be a good one.
We're already canceled, buddy.
I'm canceled. Sorry.
Holiday.
Let me read that. It's the Mayor's Office Holiday Edition.
There we go.
Shout out to everyone tapping in. Stacks Edwards, 1990 Studio. Let's go.
Stacks has a lot of blackmail material from things on the cutting room floor from when we do the podcast. Now I have something on him.
There you go.
He does not respect other holidays. And before I talk about who I am, I want to bring up one of my other co-hosts, Adriel Smiley. Talk to him.
Adriel Smiley Official, a.k.a. AdrielSmiley.com, a.k.a. The Godfather. We're representing all holidays. I want to give a special shout out to Kwanzaa. I know basically nothing about how that holiday works, but I know that it's black. I root for everybody black here, so big shout out to all people celebrating Kwanzaa. Maybe you are right now or not right now. I don't even know when it starts and when it ends. But whenever you're celebrating, love to you. Peace and love.
I had a lot of uncultured teachers, like in elementary school. So I would tell them that I'm celebrating Kwanzaa, and they'll get scared. They're like, "Oh, we got to switch it up for Ralph. We can't do the Christmas cookies." You know what I mean? So that was my elementary school experience when it came to the holidays. They all thought that I celebrated Kwanzaa. But last but not least, before we get to our special guest, my name is Ralph, a.k.a. The Mayor. And I'm just happy to be here. Adriel hit me up and he said, I got a special guest that I want to bring on the podcast. I got someone that I think would fit the vibe and the mode of the podcast. Adriel, introduce our special friend, please.
We're not going to do that. We're not changing it up. We're going to have how we usually do on the podcast. No, she's going to introduce herself. We all had our AKAs. We all said where we're from, and listen, this person, as far as I know, represents somewhere that I have a lot of love for, which is Scarborough. So I'm sure she knows how to give some AKAs. Introduce yourself, please, and thank you.
Hey, y'all. My name is Aphrose. I have a frog in my throat. I don't have an AKA, but I am from Scarborough.
Yes.
This is true. I do have an AKA, actually. My real name is Joanna Muhammad.
Yes.
So
you do an AKA?
Yeah, I do.
So we're happy to have you here, of course. We don't usually have guests on the show, so this is like a pretty big deal. This is a special episode. For anyone who watches Community, you see the Christmas episodes that they have. Sometimes it's claymation. Sometimes it's just all over the place. That's how we do it here. Holiday episode is a little different, a little special, so we're happy to have you here.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure. It's an honor.
So how's your week been? Give us a rundown your past week. Have you got your Christmas shopping started, done? Where are you at with all that?
I haven't even started. It's been really delayed with everything. There was Black Friday.
Yeah.
Didn't do a lick of shopping.
Yeah.
I've been really working hard at, because I'm my own sort of manager and booker and all that. So I've just been doing a lot of work on my laptop and just like really, really boring stuff. Bookkeeping, accounting, budgeting, spreadsheets.
Ew.
That's been my week. That's been my week, y'all.
You're getting things done, though. You're getting things done.
I'm getting things done, and I wanna have a clear like next few weeks so I can get into the Christmas spirit. Oh, I'm canceled. So that I can get into the holiday spirit.
There we go. Now you're back.
Yes, I'm back.
You're
I'm back.
uncanceled.
I'm redeemed.
You mentioned Black Friday shopping. It was not it this year. I personally think, as a Canadian, Boxing Day shopping is beating Black Friday shopping. I think I get better deals on Boxing Day now.
But are you in person Boxing Day or are you online Boxing Day?
I used the in-person Boxing Day, but now I'm probably shifting towards online, because Black Friday, it's not Black Friday anymore. It's like Light Skin Friday.
Yeah.
It's not the same. It's not what it used to be.
Beige Friday.
Beige Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Friday now is like 1/8 native,
Yeah, it's not the same.
Sicilian.
I want a
like,
charcoal Friday.
Yeah. We need like
a Wesley Snipes Friday.
Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Friday.
Idris Elba Friday.
Idris Elba
Bring
Friday.
it back.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not in person on Black Friday on Boxing Day, because it feels like it's when the savages come outside. So if you want to see the ne'er-do-wells, the people making trouble, Boxing Day is when you see
I'm
them.
not gonna lie, Orpheus Road on Boxing Day is a vibe. They got the music out. There's all these stores that used to be like our my family's like Boxing Day like tradition to go to Orpheus Road in the West End. So
That's pretty
Did you
crazy.
get a hot dog at the hot dog stand?
it used to, yeah.
Need to.
So when you have to, that one hot dog stand that everyone goes to,
Yeah. Best glizzies in the city.
he closed up shop.
Oh, he closed up shop.
Yeah.
Mm.
I can't remember his stand name, but it was like people were like,
Damn.
R.I.P. hot dog man.
The pandemic took the hot dog guy. Crazy.
Yeah.
The pandemic to the hot dog guy is pretty wild. I feel like hot dogs are one of the last things to go when you try and eat healthy, if you're trying to turn your life around, because it's just mystery meat in a casing. That's all it really is.
Facts.
And so when you think about what a hot dog really is, but then also the fact that it tastes good, you're just confused.
Yeah.
When you find out what it is and what it actually isn't.
My grandma told me what it was. I won't repeat what she said, but she, she was, she's like, Joanna. Okay, so my parents are from Trinidad.
I got some questions about that.
Big ups to the Trinis.
Big up to the Trinis. And my grandma, like, she used to eat like all beef hot dogs or whatever. Because like no pork. She didn't eat pork or anything. And then she went to the grocery store one day when we were kids, and the butcher at the grocery store was just like, because she was like looking at hot dogs, she's like, he was like, you don't want to know what's in that.
When the butcher's telling you that?
The butcher told her, and she's
Not
like,
Benny.
Joanna, you can't, you can't eat this anymore. It's dirty meat. So I was like, oh no, but they taste so good.
Yeah.
They do.
When the butcher's telling you that, and you know what's up.
Exactly.
That's why I say about pork too. Like if you go to the Asian supermarket, they almost have like a separate pork section.
Yeah.
And there's parts of the pig that you didn't even know existed. You're here like, why is it pig armpit? I didn't know a pig had an armpit. And it's just those kind of things they're selling. And you're like, this is probably a sign. I wanted to ask you a bit about, what it's like doing Christmas as a Trini, because I have a really close friend who's Trini. And I stayed at his house one time. I think it was 23rd, so into Christmas Eve. So into Christmas Eve, I'm at his house and wake up in the morning. His mom is playing Christmas music, and it's soca Christmas music. And I'm here thinking, like, this don't even make sense to me. Like, I feel like soca's bad for the digestive system. Christmas is about food.
Give him that look again when he says stuff like that.
So, yeah.
He hates soca.
And hate is strong.
Like, I'm okay on soca. It's not my favorite, but he hates soca.
You missed our anti-soca episode.
He went on a full thing about Carabana and soca.
Oh.
No.
I mean, I get it with the Carabana.
Ralph just has a thing for girls who like soca.
No, we're not doing this episode. This is a holiday episode. Can you continue your question?
So soca music is playing, and I'm here like, soca Christmas music? Something has to be wrong.
Question.
Yeah.
Was it soca? Was it parang?
I can't even tell you the difference. I was just so thrown off to hear all those sounds.
Like flamenco guitar in it?
No. So it was soca.
Okay.
And one of these songs, I go to the kitchen and I say hi to his mom. All I hear is, Santa, you drink off all the rum. And I said, when did Santa become an alcoholic?
That's a big lyric.
The
bro.
white Santa is into cookies and has a sweet tooth.
Yeah, man.
The Trini Santa is an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Is there truth behind this? Did I just meet the wrong Trini? Tell me how it really goes down.
No. I mean, the Soca Christmas songs and the Parang Christmas songs are like, that's Christmas. That's Christmas. There's literally, and we're talking about pork, there's a song called Bring Out the Ham. Have you ever heard that song?
Of course not. Of course not.
You're putting our listeners on, eh?
Bring Out the Ham. No, and you have to watch the music video too. I enlightened a few of my friends with this particular song. Yeah, and it's about bringing out, like literally bringing out like a roasted ham.
Yeah.
Like, because West Indian ham is it's different.
A different type of glaze
It's
on it.
different. There's no glaze.
It's glazeless?
Glazeless, but it's
Bomba
good. It's good. It's good. Even though I eat, like I make exceptions now.
Yeah,
I don't eat pork all the time because I also did not grow up eating it. But then I don't know, like when you grow, like, I don't know, when you get older, you eat like a piece of bacon and then it changes your life and you're like, oh, why haven't I never eaten this before?
I had a bacon phase for sure.
You had a bacon epiphany too?
Yeah, I had a bacon phase.
epiphany.
Because I didn't grow up eating pork either. So I was turkey bacon. And then once I had the real stuff, I kind of had like, you know, a good 6-7 months where I was just clogging my arteries as much as I could.
Oh, wow.
So
You went ham.
That was a good one.
unplanned.
Yeah, so bring out the ham.
I got a question. I got a question for both of you, for the whole room. What's better? Because we're Canadians. Like we're not big on the Thanksgiving as much as the Americans. You know what I mean? What's better for like the family outing and the dinner? What do you look more forward to? Like the Christmassy, the holiday family dinner, or the Thanksgiving family dinner as a Canadian?
I would say Christmas for me.
Same.
Yeah.
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 Because Christmas comes with the black cake.
Yes.
You know, and that black
Sorry,
cake
that was really
And sorrow.
I clipped the
Yes.
mic.
Sorrow, black cake are what dreams are made of. So yeah, that's for me.
Delicious.
And we have a big Christmas dinner. My family, like same house every year.
Oh, I love that.
You know, people.
Oh, you got a tradition going on at home.
Yeah. Some people bring like friends of friends, like,
It's so nice.
and you know, it's basketball on Christmas, so yeah,
Facts.
Christmas is an easy winner there. Same for you. You're saying.
Not the basketball so much, but with my partner, like he's a big basketball comes from big basketball families. So yes.
Yeah.
But do you celebrate like in Scarborough?
No, and this is in Ajax.
No, he left. He left.
You left Scarborough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I left Scarborough too. To
Oh,
be
you
honest.
guys all left Scarborough.
I live in North York now, but
Damn, I left Scarborough too.
My parents live in Scarborough, so I'm always there.
Why we all leave Scarborough like that?
Why do we do Scarborough like that?
Crazy.
Scarborough started it.
I still got love for the East though.
I know every time I go back to Scarborough just to visit or whatever, I'm like, I want to move back here.
Right?
Nowhere
Okay.
else feels like home.
Facts.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I think Scarborough's super underrated. I feel like it gets a
Absolutely.
bad rap for sure.
Social media did it. Definitely.
But
It's coming back though. It's coming back. Like, do you follow Scarborough Spots?
yeah.
Shout out to Scarborough Spots.
Yeah.
You know, like I love that account because it just like shows like there's a lot of like throwbacks to like when we were growing up and stuff like that. But like they even have like merch that has like very Scarborough specific
Oh, that's
things.
pretty cool.
Like you should check out their merch.
Okay, I'm not gonna judge you by any way, shape,
gosh.
or form.
Oh, no.
But
You know
if
what's
you're
coming.
from Scarborough, right? Different high schools, different types of people. What high school did you go to? Because me and Adrian went to the same high school.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I went to Campbell, Albert Campbell.
Okay.
I'm sorry to hear that.
What? I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I
I feel
mean,
like Campbell's a little. It wasn't as eventful as some other.
no, because we were right next to Lieberman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it wasn't that eventful. Like we had a lot of science Olympians.
Oh, you guys
was-
had the scholars.
It was the scholar school.
That's good.
I was not a
Yeah.
science Olympian.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was not
At least you had scholars. We had shooters.
It was shooters for
Complete-
sure.
Where did
completely
you guys
different
go
thing.
to?
West Hill.
Okay.
I didn't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
My cousin went to West Hill.
The way your eyes opened up, I don't like that.
No,
that was
I'm done with this podcast.
No
too much
shade.
spice on that one. Yeah,
No shade to West Hill.
Let's wrap it up.
No shade. My cousin went to West Hill.
Okay.
One thing I learned about Scarborough is that we think it's like such a bad like place. The schools are violent and all that kind of stuff, which it was. Can't lie.
Definitely.
But when I moved to Durham, I realized that violence travels.
Oh.
And those Scarborough people are not always staying in Scarborough. So, all the Scarborough people who have left Scarborough and are keeping the Scarborough tradition of violence alive elsewhere, shout out to you during this holiday month. I'm sure you need love as well.
When I got to university, Scarborough had such a bad rap, I realized that it was like nationwide damn near.
Yeah.
So like if I got into like, I don't know, like a light basketball argument, you know how things go in sports. And then next one, yo, he's from Scarborough. They would just back off. And I'm like, yo, I'm the nice guy. Like I didn't do anything wrong.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
that rolls with you. It's helpful at certain points.
Yeah. It's definitely a deterrent. I'll say that. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna start with Chris for this next question. And I think Chris kind of has to give a certain answer because he's married. So if you give an answer outside of the right one, we don't want you to get time coded like the rest of us. But I want to know what's the best Christmas gift you've ever received.
Oh, okay, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I want to know where your mind went.
If you're talking like nowadays, you know what?
No, in your life.
In my life?
Your wife is potentially listening, so let's do something recent.
All right, we'll do something recent.
No, if it's not his wife, I want to give him opportunity to create havoc at home, okay?
I like it. I need a little
drive
more
the numbers up. I need
some excitement in the house, man. I remember. So my ex-girlfriend one time. No, honestly, I'll say this was like 2012. All right, when I first started dating my wife, I was like the lowly college kid. She was already like real career. I was like doing some other things and like not really doing anything. But she hooked me up, and I'll be honest, she hooked me up with my first like real set of like monitors to like mix on and like for my music. And I was like shocked, and it was like so that was actually the realest one because
That's love right there. Yeah.
That's a good time code.
dude.
Chris is going to clip that one.
Yes, sure. Yeah, Ralph, can you send that to her?
Yeah, I got you.
Make sure you tag me in that one.
I got you.
Anonymously. That's a good one. What do you got? What's the best Christmas gift you've ever received? No wrong answers.
I know. I'm trying to think.
Ralph, do you got one? We can come back.
Yeah, we can come back. Let's come back.
That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. I'm a pretty avid like video game player. If you guys listen to the podcast regularly, you guys know that. So my dad used to buy me consoles like every other Christmas, right? Just to like space it out. Like he didn't want to give me too much. So I remember one of the first things that he got me was my PlayStation 1, and that kind of got me into gaming. So yeah, he got that for Christmas. That was pretty cool. So yeah, that was definitely like the gift that I remember the most, like that I look back and it's most fun. Yeah.
What was the first game that you played with that you remember?
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Crash
And Final
Bandicoot's a
Fantasy.
slap.
Yeah, those two. Yeah. So that's definitely. I wanted to find something funny, but nah, I'm gonna give you guys something serious for the holidays. Definitely my PS1. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I think I got one. Because when you mentioned your dad, I was just like, oh yeah. So there was a few Christmases ago, I received my first record player.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And with it, my dad used to own a record store in Toronto, like in the 70s.
Damn.
Yeah. You know where Honest Ed's is?
Yeah.
Or was. So it used to be on Lennox Street.
Oh, in the ends.
Yeah. It was called Soundland.
Okay,
That's a good name.
Soundland, right? Yeah. And so he, over the years, like accumulated tons of records and stuff. And the store didn't, last very long. But growing up, he had this massive collection of vinyl. And so that year when I got the record player, he also like gifted me a huge selection of his records. And so, there was like a James Brown, like Sex Machine
He gave you the good shit.
Yeah, vinyl, like Wilson Pickett, like just there was a Marvin Gaye in there, there's Al Green, like just so many good soul records.
Super big.
And I was like, "Are you sure you want to give me like?" And he's like, "Yeah, like these are for you." And my brother also has like half of his collection too, but it was like that was one of the best Christmas gifts.
So he gave you a Spotify subscription, essentially. That's dope.
Yeah, I mean, and it's so I have that collection at home, and I cherish it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I feel like y'all are just putting the bar way too high with these gifts.
We need something funny out of you.
Something funny.
Yeah, like I don't got the one funny thing I have, which is like not that funny, is 1 year an ex of mine, we almost got each other the same gift. But I'm born in January, so she just she deferred it. Yeah. Are you born January too?
Yeah.
You're an Aquarius?
No.
Capricorn?
Yeah.
We're both Aquariuses.
Yeah.
I'm an Aquarian rising.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah. Now you got too far.
I don't know where the sun rises.
Only sunrise I know is a restaurant. Like, you went too far with that one. But we almost got each other record players. Actually, we're both record collectors, and so I got her a record player, and somehow she found out or like had an idea, and then she's like, "Okay, I'll get you something else, and I'll get you that for your birthday." So that's like the not really funny. I don't have anything. Yeah.
Just good memories on Christmas from all of us during the holidays.
Sorry. I got kind of a weird one that I thought of now.
Yeah, go ahead.
My grandma put ketchup in my stocking.
Oh my gosh.
So you put the stocking on?
No, like
you put your hands.
You put your hand
a
in
bottle
the
of
stocking.
ketchup.
Oh,
She put like a
okay.
bottle of ketchup.
Oh.
'Cause when we were kids, I was like ketchup on everything. I was like one of those kids. So like, I was like, oh, okay. But she didn't tell me, so I remember being young. I was like, why the fuck did someone give me a? And then she's like, oh, that was me.
I feel like your grandma knows the good stuff. She got the Heinz ketchup, not the cheap stuff.
But
Yeah.
glass bottle Heinz. Too.
Oh, I didn't even know they did that.
Premium.
Oh, talk about wealth, Chris.
You know what they got to bring back though was the colored ketchup. I thought it was dumb at the time. Hear me out. I thought it was dumb at the time because we're already buying ketchup. We don't need it to be green and purple. We don't need that. We're already buying ketchup. But I think now the way the internet has changed, a lot of these kids weren't around for that. So that would be basically, brain breaking to see like a purple ketchup or a green ketchup.
I was never on those.
Nah.
I was never. I thought it just weirded me out.
Yeah, that was a little
I
strange.
just recently saw someone, like, she's like an influencer. I don't know her name, but she is like a pink. It looks like Pepto-Bismol. Like, it looks like it's a condiment of some sort. And people like it's like ketchup, but it's pink, like bright pink. And I'm like, that's disgusting.
Nah, that don't sit right with me. Because you eat with your eyes.
Exactly.
So
I don't
something
know if
look
eating
wrong.
Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, it's like it's not right.
No.
It's not right. Yeah, I that's nasty.
But it went, like, she made a lot of money. She made a lot of money because like everyone wanted like pink condiments on their stuff.
I think that's weird. Like I watch a lot of cooking shows like Chopped,
Yes.
Guy Fieri's Grocery Games. And what you see often is people try and do too much in terms of presentation.
Yeah.
They say presentation points. So you kind of make it look nice and neat. And sometimes someone will add some color that ain't supposed to be there, thinking it's going to be nice. And pink is always the color they choose somehow.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just not appetizing.
It's like, I don't want a pink sauce on this meatloaf.
Nah,
Right.
definitely
Like,
not.
Unless it's dessert. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Dessert
unless
is
it's, like,
fine.
icing or something.
Yeah. Strawberries.
You ever seen
Right.
somebody like they go out to dinner or whatever and they post it on their story and it's supposed to be like super fancy or whatever?
Yeah.
And it's just not appealing to you. Like,
No, because they put the
Yo.
flash on and then it looks like crap. I'm
Yeah.
like, nah, you need to like photograph your food better because this looks unappetizing.
I would even say it just doesn't look good to me
Yeah,
at all.
not
Like it
even-
doesn't look like it's gonna fill me up. Like I'm not craving it.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
I feel you don't do that. When you post food, it's usually good.
No, it's things I want to eat. Yeah.
But I feel like that is the definition of down bad. Like you're posting your food and it's trash. It's like when someone gets dolled up to post like a selfie and they think it's fire and you're like, this is your best.
That's so sad.
It's true. You've seen it. You know the person who it's like, this is them being dolled up, trying to get their best picture.
Facts.
And you're like, this is really the best you could do. You're like, Now it seems like I'm the mean one because everyone's saying nothing, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
I mean, I feel like you definitely know you're laughing to yourself.
You got someone in mind. You don't got to name names.
It's all good. It's all good.
But I know there's someone you're thinking of who's that person who's like.
No, I am not. I'm not saying
everybody's beautiful.
Everyone's beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the last thing on food? What's the thing you're looking forward to, like, for that holiday dinner? Like, what's the main thing? The main thing on your plate?
The ham. No, I am looking forward to that. My mom makes it, but she doesn't eat it.
The ham.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's a good one. Chris, what about you?
Probably stuffing. I'm a big stuffing guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
From a box?
No.
this is a man of class.
Yeah.
Ketchup in a glass bottle,
bro.
Yeah,
Come on.
come
Yo,
on.
and I'm talking like different times. Like, yo, you need the sausage stuffing. You need the, I don't know. I forget what the other one
like
is.
turkey stuffing.
There's like 2 stuffings that comes to my table
Oh,
sometimes.
okay.
I don't know.
Two
But they're both good. Yo,
stuffings?
2 kinds.
Yo, levels.
Yo, I'm not paying Chris again. This is crazy.
Wait, I didn't know you did.
Ralph, what are you looking forward to?
I'm a stuffing guy. Only one type of stuffing in my house, though. Stuffing and sorrel. That's what I look forward to the most because I can put my rum in my sorrel and you can't taste it. You know what
I was
mean?
gonna say
black cake.
black cake was my answer, and the sorrel. Like our family, we drink a lot of Crown. That's like our family drink, and people bring different flavors. So it's like the apple, the peach, the vanilla. But we have this, kind of drink table like everyone has. And every year, one of the younger kids tries to get into it. So that's like one of the things at Christmas is like the young kid is trying to get to the big table or the drink table. And we always got something sparkling there to give them so they can pretend to be drunk. But I'm looking forward to that to see which kid is going to get the balls this year.
Is it this year?
To try and,
Oh, we got to get some fights going on. Like,
No.
Gotta see which kid gets drunk and gets caught by grandma.
One year, my little brother, pretended to be drunk. Like we gave him some sparkling, and he was at the kitchen table, just like,
no. That's so
and we're like, "You're not drunk." He's like, "Yeah, I feel like I am." And we're like,
This is your youngest brother?
Yeah. The one
we're
who's
tagging
19
this for
now.
sure. Yeah.
This shows you the power of the placebo effect.
Right?
Facts.
He's wanting to be involved. But yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to at Christmas. There's one thing that's happening, I guess, over the past month or a few years with Christmas that I don't think me and Ralph are really in on, but I feel like a lot of people are, and that's Mariah Carey having a chokehold on Christmas. How do you feel about that personally?
I love her. So she can do no wrong. You're like,
Damn.
your face dropped.
No, because I saw the ad recently where she's kind of playing into the fact that she pops up at Christmas.
Okay.
So like she came out of vault or something like that post Thanksgiving. So like she just knows now, she's embracing that like this is her time.
It's her time.
Yeah.
I heard she makes like 2-point-something million. I'm sure it's more, but like $1 million in streams alone on
Crazy.
All I Want for Christmas.
And she's on tour right now. And that's the thing that I think is interesting is Mariah Carey at one point had the record for most number ones by a female solo artist. I think it's 18 or 19 now. So to think that she's now reduced to the Christmas shorty, after her whole crazy career is pretty wild because she's one of the greatest.
And the song is good. It's not like it's a bad song. So I want to hate the fact that she owns Christmas, but like the song's actually good. Like when I think Christmas, I think her song.
Right. There
So
could
it's
be
crazy.
worse songs,
That's
but
facts.
that song, it's so happy.
It's played out for me.
Oh,
and,
no.
And maybe it's too happy for me. I feel like I like healed more than too happy. Give me some Cleo Soul and less Carly Rae Jepsen. You know what I mean? So
Sounds like you need to drop a Christmas record.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard the recent news about All I Want for Christmas?
No.
So she is being sued right now for copyright infringement by Andy Stone over the holiday hit.
All these years later.
All these
years.
years later?
Andy Stone just
Apparently, this is a second
up?
lawsuit. Apparently,
Stop.
took him this long.
Crazy.
He's claiming he wrote it?
He is. Stone released a similarly lovelorn song of the name in 1989 with the group Vince Vance and the Villians, reaching 52 in the. I don't know. Yeah, I guess they're saying that it's the likeness of the song.
Get him the fuck out of here.
Too similar, yeah.
I would like to hear this song.
Yeah, me too.
He doesn't have enough money for the
Check it.
lawsuit to go against Mariah.
Right?
We should be fine.
Yeah.
He got a little case though. 1989. Mariah was around at that time. She could have known somehow. You never know.
It's possible.
Was she around in 89?
Not as big as an artist, but she was
was
like
definitely around.
she was around,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So she could have heard this song on the radio before she came up. Who knows?
Or like a producer got in her ear, was like, "Oh, do this," and then he was kind of interpolating something.
But I think Ralph's right. I don't think he has the money for this lawsuit. You know what I mean?
Not up against Mariah.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, and like I think it's a little bit late.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like
Yes.
this is something you got to hit right at the beginning and be like, "Hey, let's deal with this. Get out of her."
He's
So.
getting mad, like, because every year it just gets bigger and bigger. So that's why it's a second lawsuit.
You know what I think it is? It might be Nick Cannon. I feel like this is all an elaborate plan by Nick Cannon. He called, you said Andy Stone?
Yeah.
He called up Andy Stone's people and said, you know what? I need to get custody of my kids fully. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys this little tidbit, send that to you, lawyer document, boom. You sue her, I get the custody of the kids.
I'm going to take you one level further.
Ooh.
What makes you think Nick Cannon wants custody of his kids?
I was thinking the same thing.
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, it would be fun to kind of think about that he has this elaborate plan and he was just making a fool of himself online. Everybody thinks he's funny, Nick Cannon,
All
but he's
for his
really
kids.
devious.
So he's just so much.
get his kids.
He's so dedicated to being a great father. He'll suffer the embarrassment.
He's so dedicated and loving the fact that he's a great father that he continues to have more kids.
I mean, proof is in the pudding.
There you go.
Yeah, I feel like Nick Cannon is somehow playing like third dimensional chess, and we just don't get it because obviously there's that law that says like after a certain amount of kids you don't pay child support, which is like
Is there?
yeah, I think
didn't know that.
yeah, I think it's
I didn't know
I think
that.
it's after 10 or 12. So he's getting close.
Wait, how many kids does he have?
I think it's
Damn
12.
near.
I think it's 12. So either he's already past it or he's right on the
Wow.
cusp.
12 kids is nuts.
And I'm gonna give you guys some
Wow.
tea from this. Not for me personally. I want to let you know before I tell you what I tell you. I didn't actually watch this show to know this. Okay, so this is secondhand information. But someone I know is watching one of those Selling Sunset
yeah.
shows.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And apparently one of the girls on one of those shows is one of Nick Cannon's baby moms. And so she talks about this is, what she wanted technically of like the situation is what I'm cool with. Like we're together, but he talks to other girls. I don't talk to other guys. So we've been giving Nick Cannon a lot of shit for this. We gotta just kind of.
If he's happy and he's in his kids' lives, it is what it is.
But women are signing up for this. That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
It's like,
so who are we to talk?
That's the agreement. Like,
exactly.
yeah.
Listen, to me, I said after kid 4, I'm surprised that any woman is having sex with him raw, period. Kid or not.
True.
So the fact that we're all, 4 times that, all these kids later, and women are signing up to be in a relationship with him, he got some special juice that we don't know
I
about.
stopped making fun of Nick Cannon with the kid situation.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's complaining.
No.
yeah, no one's.
Facts.
They all seem to be, like this person on the show,
Mhm.
like, because it like bothered her other castmates, and they're
Mhm.
like kind of ganging up on her and like, like why are you with this person? Blah blah blah.
Mhm.
Doesn't this bother you? And she's like, yeah, no, it doesn't. She's like, I don't know. I'm happy with this agreement, this arrangement, and I don't really know why it's bothering anyone else. So hey, live your life.
There you go.
Yeah, I think he probably has to use his skills for the greater good. Like right now, he's using his skills selfishly because to be able to find
Skills.
the skills, because to be able to find the women that are okay with this, he is one of the greatest recruiters we've ever seen.
He's up there.
So if we
Yeah.
send him to the right company for the right cause and make him a recruiter, he'll find the right people because, listen, I couldn't find these people. So he's able to find them over and over and over again.
Right.
There's a skill there.
Let's not skip over the fact that you avidly watch Selling Sunset.
No, I actually specifically said
Do
I do
you?
not watch.
Oh, I do. No
Oh, you do?
shame.
Oh, so you know exactly who he's talking about.
Oh, I know
and everything?
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't even need to be here. She could have just she just explained it. Yeah,
Nick Cannon's baby moms.
that's facts.
So.
That's facts. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to
weird.
the guys on a previous episode, and you can tell me if this is a good idea or not. But I want to bring Love Island to Canada.
Wait, you want like Canadian contestants?
Yes.
Like all Canadian contestants.
All
Love
Canadian.
Island.
Yeah. All over Canada. Vancouver, Montreal, Toronto, Scarborough.
Keswick.
You name it. Keswick, Ontario. You
Paris,
name it.
Ontario.
Nanaimo.
Brantford.
Barry.
Barry.
The Schwa.
Big shout out to Barry.
Schwa.
You think it'll work?
Honestly, I find that when they try to do Canadian spin-offs of like popular shows like Real Housewives, I think had a Toronto one.
Yeah, I remember that.
I never watched it.
I didn't know that.
It just does it like maybe we're not as savage. I don't really know, but it just didn't like the contestants that they had on. Maybe they had the wrong contestants, you know. But
I'll be doing the screening though.
Oh, well then, hey.
Yeah. We're in good hands.
I think it could work.
Me and Nick Cannon will do the screening.
Yes,
we can both,
yes.
like read
Yeah,
people.
a baby. I'm sure he has a baby mom's here.
Dude, he should. Yeah,
I'm
why
sure
not?
he does.
Yeah,
I'm sure
maybe
does.
he doesn't know yet.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see like a Real Housewives like Oshawa or like Real Housewives London. You know, but it's like not your typical what you would see down there. You know, like different types of moms. You know?
Oh, okay.
I think there's
watch
something
that.
there because remember when Teen Mom was a huge show, 16 and Pregnant? That was a
See?
whole thing. I feel like we got to have somewhere where it's not a rich area. You
Real
know?
Housewives Lindsay.
Come on.
Have you been to like obviously everybody's been to Niagara Falls, but have you been like 15 minutes outside of like the downtown
Yeah.
area? Yeah, let's do an episode
Is that
there.
like
man.
St. Catharines?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that,
St. Kitts.
It's rough out there, man. It's rough out there.
it is a bit.
I'm like,
rough.
that would be nice. Like, because I'm thinking this. They have the same rich attitude, the same, stay-at-home mom type deal, but their houses is like not that big.
Yeah.
It's like a 2-bedroom. Like,
You know,
you know,
Right.
like,
they're still smoking cigarets in their robe on the front
Yeah,
porch,
you know what
just
I'm
like
saying?
looking through the window.
it's not really a mansion. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they got to cut their own grass.
They don't even
watch
cut
that.
their grass; it just grows.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
shit.
I'd be into that because I feel like there's something to it where Canadians we're less savage. Like I feel like we're always nicer. You know, even the
Right.
Canadians who go on the American reality shows,
Yeah,
they
they're
always seem
nice.
a little
Yeah.
nicer. You know,
Oh, except for the girl on. Oh my gosh, it was. Oh no, which one was it? Was it Love Island? She was like from Vancouver.
Oh, they had a Canadian
I
on
know
the
you're talking
island.
about Francesca.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I know
yeah.
Francesca.
See, look at you.
Yeah.
You know her.
Was that
too.
Love Island?
It was one of them.
It was the one where you can't touch people.
Too hot to handle.
Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
Francesca. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a little crush on
Yeah.
Francesca,
Everyone.
but I was in a relationship.
Oh,
But I was in a relation.
So
That's what held you back.
that's
eh?
what it was a pandemic
No,
and the
listen,
relationship.
Before we move forward, I feel like you probably would have gotten in trouble just for having the crush because Francesca and your ex do not look alike.
No, they don't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you
yeah.
ever have a crush on a girl that looks something different than the girl that you're with? Cancel.
Definitely problems. And vice versa. I'll be like, yo, why are you looking at this guy so long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you pausing right here?
He's light skinned. I'm not.
Crazy.
Yeah, you have some good news. I guess we're kind of breaking this news because it just came out. Nominated for 2 awards at the R&B Canada Awards. Album of the Year, Single of the Year. How does that feel to get nominated for something like that? Because you put a lot of work into the project, work into the music. To see, that come to pass, how does that feel?
Oh my gosh, it feels amazing. It feels like such a big blessing. I truly did not know about it until an hour ago. And yeah, it just kind of like feels like all the work that I've done over the last few years, because this album took a long time to make, is paying off in a way that feels really, really great. And it's, reaching the right ears and hearts, and yeah, feels awesome.
Do you think about awards at all when you're making the music? Is that something that comes to
No.
mind?
No, because I don't really feel like I fit neatly into like genre boxes, even for like R&B. Like my sound is not super current R&B. Like it's not alternative R&B.
More traditional.
It's a bit more traditional, but it's a bit more blended of like different eras of R&B and soul. So I can only do what I'm inspired by, and so I'm never really, maybe this is a fault of mine, but I'm never really thinking like, oh, like yeah, I want this to like get on like every single playlist or whatever, and it doesn't like, because it's kind of niche in terms of like how I'm blending genres and stuff. Yeah.
I feel like that's a tough place to be in because you obviously feel great about your own music, but you don't want to compare yourself to other music. Yeah. And I was talking about this with someone I interviewed a couple of days ago because the Junos voting started. So I was telling them about, who I was voting for and all that kind of stuff. And seeing some of the artists beside each other, it brings that comparison. You can't help but compare, and you're like, why is this here and this is not? And I like this album better than this album. And so how do you kind of avoid that? Because you say you don't think about projects, but how do you avoid like seeing, this song blow up and you're like, this is not better than my song, or this song, this artist gets nominated here and you're like, they don't sing better than me. How do you avoid that? Because I'm an outsider and I do that myself. I'm like, yo, my boy rap better than him for sure. So how do you do it being inside and the one making the music?
I mean, it's hard. Like I'm not gonna sit here and lie and be like, oh yeah, it doesn't faze me at all. Like it obviously does. I think, there are various factors at play, like, being repped and backed by major labels and things like that versus being completely independent. Like you're up against a lot of different things.
Yeah.
When it comes to, I don't know, like when it comes to your music being judged by a jury, there's all kinds of things that come into play. Like, like I said, like labels and it's hard not to take that personally. But you kind of just have to grow a thick skin. Like, I don't really know if it'll like not, getting nominated or whatever. Like I've heard a lot of no's in my career so far. You kind of just have to get used to it. Like it's just part and parcel of an industry that is very like, I don't want to say narrow-minded, but safe.
No, you can say it.
Like an industry that's very safe and doesn't like to take
is.
risks on different things. And I mean, like and once you understand that, and once you understand those factors at play, you take it less personally, I guess. It doesn't mean it doesn't sting. It just doesn't sting as hard. And you just got to keep, grinding, keep doing you, keep making your music and yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. Like you're trying to be nice about it, but it's it is what it is. It's almost as if when you can't define something right away, it means that it's bad. When it comes to art, that usually is supposed to mean that it's good. But I think in Canada we have it like almost a little backwards where I got to be able to define exactly what this is. Yeah.
There's a lot of safety in seeing like trends and things like that take off, like, with like The Weeknd and the sound that he has. So we got a lot of people that have the same sound, like following. And it's just like, okay, cool. That sound is great. But like The Weeknd has that sound.
yeah. He's already killing that.
He's killing that. Like, what else do you have to say with your music? I don't know. Like, I'm not judging. Like, I think the music sounds good, but I just wonder, like, are we trying to just like fit into a neat little box here or in a mold? Or are we trying to create things that haven't been created before or blend sounds and genres that haven't been blended before? Like, are we trying to be artistic or are we trying to be just like more industry leaning into what's safe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Innovation's important in music.
It is.
It's really important.
It is. And so I know I try to create from a place of just like whatever inspires me at the moment. Like I'm not really trying to create a song that sounds like so-and-so. I'm just like, I don't know, I like this from like this Radiohead song. Like I like, I don't know, I like this from this like soul song from the 70s. I'm going to blend something together and what comes out, That's kind of how
That's what it's supposed to be. At least that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. That quote that Mos Def has about art and entertainment, and he's like, art can have entertainment value, but that doesn't necessarily make it art. And there's a separation between the two of like art will last forever and entertainment will be something for the now. And so it sounds like that's kind of a bit of what you're talking about.
That's huge. That's such a huge statement. I mean, I agree with that. Like, I personally would love if my songs stood the test of time, and 20 years from now, someone came across one of my songs and they're like, whoa, this is like a truly inspirational song. Like, I dig it. Because, you know, I come across songs that were from 30, 40 years ago, whatever, and I'm still inspired by it. Music, good art is timeless. And so, like, I think with an industry that really tries to like be like, well, what's current now? Like, what, you know, what are you doing now to fit like what's happening now? I mean, yeah, like I'm not really interested in that personally, and no shade to those that are. I'm just not trying to create art like that. I'm trying to create art that kind of has longevity and can be inspirational years from now.
I think that's a direction like a lot of new artists need to take that are coming up now. Yeah, just not trying to follow like the industry trend. Like, okay, this genre is really popping. Let me take whatever I think I'm good at and try to fit it into that mold. Yeah. So like, yeah, you being innovative is definitely important.
Thank you.
And your music will stand the test of time. Just
thank you.
Maintain that confidence with yourself. You feel like, because I had a chance to listen to a lot of your music, especially when Adriel introduced me to you. You feel like there's an artist out there that you kind of like fit in that mold of, in a sense, like your sound, you'll say?
Not direct. Like, I mean, there are artists that I feel do that sort of genre blending and borrowing. Like, I really, really like Little Dragon.
Okay.
Little Dragon.
I love Little Dragon.
I love Little Dragon. Like, and they've been around for time. Like, they've been around for a long time. But I really like how, you know, there's like a lot of different like textures and soundscapes in their music.
I'm happy you brought up Lil Dragon. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah,
Omari, who's like our third, fourth voice, actually just learned about Lil Dragon.
He's more fifth, sixth voice. I'm joking. I know, Omari, we need you back.
Yeah, he just found out about Lil Dragon like 3-4 weeks ago. Like he like randomly found them.
Oh yeah,
and became a new fan. So
I love that.
I wish he was here to
I
hear
love
that.
Didn't he put one of them as his?
He did. Yeah, he did.
It was so cute. He was sending me songs. He's like, "Yo, you know about them?" I'm like, "Bro, I know." Like,
yeah, Little Dragons. Yeah, it's legit. But yeah, like the other artists, like, you know, I like Cleo Soul. Like, I think she's
my baby girl. It's my baby girl.
Yeah, she's great. Like Leanne LaHavis. There's there's a lot. Like, and I really love. I mean, I love Frank Ocean. Duh. And Miguel. Like, I just like how they blend different like with Miguel, like he blends a lot of like distorted like rock guitar and stuff like that.
He loves his guitars.
It's dope.
Yeah,
he creates great music.
And it gives it a different feel. I think, you know, especially we're from Scarborough, like the thing with making music that's like R&B or hip hop is that a lot of your listeners, that's their only scope of music. And so it's like when you're drawing from places that are not R&B and hip hop, it can be foreign to some people, but it's like the trust of this is gonna sound good. This is gonna work together well. So it's like the people, all the people you named are people like that who it's like it's not just living in one lane. I want to ask you about Weapons because this music video for Weapons is out right now.
Oh, that sentence sounded crazy.
I want to ask you about
context.
Weapons.
Right.
Yeah, without context. But yeah, continue.
We're from Scarborough, so I feel like
my ears perked up. It's like when I offered my dog a tree, you said Weapons. I was like, yeah, continue.
But the therapy session between you and your husband in the video. Tell us, forget about the video for a second. Tell us about that session, like, actually.
Oh my God. It was the very first time we ever did a couples therapy session. And then we decided to do it on camera, which is
ludicrous.
Innovation.
Yeah. I mean, it was an experiment more than anything, right? And it was when the director, Zach Silverstein, when he, because like the song has so many different layers and meanings. It can be kind of taken as a person to person relationship, or like a relationship with society and what's happening. Like, and we're like, okay, like I blew through all my music video budget. I only have this much left. Like, what can we do? It actually came down to that. And so Zach, he was just like, well, why don't we do a therapy session to camera? Like the crew will all wear noise canceling headphones, so we won't know what you guys are talking about. But it was recorded. And Zach was the only one that was sort of privy to the conversation. And yeah, like it was very therapeutic, but it was very intense.
I can imagine.
That conversation, which was being mediated by an actual therapist.
Yeah.
She was off camera. That conversation lasted 3 hours.
Damn.
We didn't even know like it was going that long. We were just it was intense.
Yeah.
Forgot that the cameras were even there. I mean, you see my face in the video. Like
Yeah.
I'm just like ugly crying, and I'm like, oh God. Like when I watch the video back, I'm like, oh God.
I was like, is she that good of an actress?
No, I am not. I can assure you. But it made for a compelling visual, and I think it felt very vulnerable to put this video out, because it's kind of like being like, this is my marriage, guys.
Yeah.
We have issues, but like so does everyone else, and I think that that's why it has resonated in the way it has. Me feeling scared to put it out meant I should put it out.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. And I was really like worried about how, our respective families were going to look at it. And, like we don't fight with each other or whatever. Like, but we obviously, there's been, like I've been with my husband. I've been married for like 8 years. It's a long time. And a lot has happened in that time. And we haven't sought therapy or counseling or whatever. And it's just like, like this was kind of like the first time we ever did that. And it was very, very therapeutic. It was very, very insightful. So yeah, that was in a nutshell.
I didn't know that was your first time. Like the one that, because Couples Therapy, the show on HBO, one of my favorite shows. Anyone who hasn't seen that show,
it's great.
Please go check that show out. But I can just imagine, like, it's your first time doing this exercise of couples therapy. And so it's like, I think that made the video feel even more, I hate using the word raw, but like, it really felt more raw because it's your first time. Like, you can kind of see someone when they do couples therapy a few times, they're more comfortable.
Yeah.
Still, crazy things can come out, of course, like it can go there, but just you're not new to therapy as a whole. So it's like, I feel more comfortable here. But you guys are really like diving in. Did he have any apprehensions? Was he like, nah, I'm not doing this? Like, what was his mindset?
At first, when I kind of brought the concept to him, he's just like, are they going to hear what we talk about? I'm like,
Wait. Why is that always the voice that a woman does imitating a man? Who is this generic man that sounds like a mix of the Cookie Monster and like, I don't even know, like every single dude.
I know.
Like a caveman.
Yeah, he's always a caveman.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's how he sounds like. What can I say?
All right.
We're time coding you for sure. Send this clip to him. But yeah, continue. For sure.
Yeah, and he was kind of worried, like, people will hear the dialogue. And I mean, the dialogue was recorded. And there might be sort of like a short film version of it where like you hear the dialogue, and we want to like submit it to like Hot Docs or whatever, just like small film festivals and things like that. I don't know, like, and that would be its own thing.
Okay, that'd be cool actually.
Yeah, so it would cut in and out of the song. You would actually hear bits of what we're talking about. It's not. I've seen a first edit of that. It's like maybe like 12 minutes long. It's not that long, but that was my gum. I chew gum when you can edit that out. You're going to edit that out?
You're good, yeah.
Okay. He was a bit apprehensive about doing it. And he was just kind of like, yeah, okay. Like he was just like down for the ride, which I was super, super appreciative. But I know he was like a little bit scared and a little apprehensive.
I'd be too.
Because it feels very, and you can kind of see it in the video because like his eyes are closed like like a lot of the time. And he's just like, when he's talking, his eyes are closed and he's just thinking really, really deeply. But yeah, he did so great. Like I was really happy with.
Thank you, honestly. Thank you that you guys, let us get an insight on that, because I don't know, man. That feels like a pretty vulnerable to let people,
Oh,
even
it
if they're
was.
not hearing it, just even
Yeah.
people knowing that you did that and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff is
Yeah.
like,
It's been received well, which is a relief. And maybe if it wasn't received well, like no one's telling me. So I'm just like, okay.
true,
Cool.
true. But I think there's no way that it couldn't. Like, everyone goes through problems. I feel like
That's it.
we're in a
yeah.
society that's very judgmental.
Definitely.
And we do this
Yes.
thing where we judge people for doing things that we have done or we would do. And
Or that we wouldn't do.
or even that we wouldn't
Yeah.
do. But I think that for this is not one of those times to have your judgmental hat on. Like
I was nervous that people would be like, why is she doing this? Like, why is she like, showcasing all her business like this, like da 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 da. Like, I don't know. I had that fear, but I think that that's just like an anxiety thing, like where, I'm getting in my own way. But yeah, I'm glad I did it. I'm still like, it's not like I watch the video a lot. I don't, because it's very,
yeah,
it's
that'd be
very
weird.
personal.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't, yeah. I'm just like, it's out there. I want people to watch it and take from it what they want to take from it. But I don't watch it very often. Or
I wouldn't
all.
too. It's like listening to your own voice.
Yeah, like I don't, there are times.
You get that little weird
Yeah.
feeling,
Yeah, exactly.
I hate listening to my own voice. It is the worst.
One good thing I took away from all of this is you're innovative. We're not as innovative. So what we might do is kind of copy like your lane a little bit. And we might do a live podcast where it's just me and Adriel in a therapy session. Because we have a lot of it doesn't seem like that, but we have a lot of issues between me and him. So something potentially.
Maybe you could be the mediator.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that.
2024.
There you go.
I'll be down, be honored.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can really trust a Trini in that situation.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But, I think
Tricky-dadian?
make yes.
I never heard that term. That's interesting.
Heard it here first,
We
folks.
can make an exception for the Trinis. So let's go on a lighter note. This next question, you can't answer with any Trini stuff for this question, okay?
Gosh, okay.
That's the only rule I'll make. But your favorite Christmas song. I want to know that before we move on to anything else because this is the time where you're Christmas music is playing out. Your friends miss your Christmas. So, what's your favorite Christmas song?
I'm gonna take this to church for a moment. It's "Oh Holy Night," but it's like the Mariah version. Speaking of Mariah,
we're back. We're back to Mariah.
We're back.
Like,
I can't help it.
She
I
owns
love
Christmas.
her.
You
She
can't
owns
help it.
Christmas. She's one of my favorite singers of all time. "Oh Holy Night," Mariah version. Come on.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
It's a great one.
Chris, you got something? Favorite Christmas song?
Like an actual, just like a true classic Christmas song.
It
Yeah,
Or
it could be Lil Wayne.
a new vibe.
It has to be a Christmas song though. It can't.
Can it be like a remix? Can it be like the Cooking Soul MF Doom Christmas tape?
Yeah.
Because that whole tape with visuals is crazy. If
That
you haven't seen
counts.
it, you got to
That
check it out.
Oh,
They do like the animated visuals with it. He basically chops up all these old Christmas samples and then mixes in MF Doom with it. He's got a Wu-Tang one, all by Cooking Soul. But if I had to say one that I actually do like, that's like an original one, Baby's Cold Outside.
That's a good one.
Isn't that song canceled?
It's canceled, but whatever.
Why is it canceled? They said something crazy?
because it's got some
Suggestively non-consensual.
yeah.
Baby, it's cold outside. Get in here.
That's how I got my girl.
I don't
Yeah.
like that. No,
Yeah. Just
kidding.
no.
Yeah,
I gotta
so-
find out. What?
You can't leave this house. Vibes.
I'll put it.
Yeah. Ralph, you got one? A favorite Christmas song?
I'm gonna go with This Christmas.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you have a
Donnie Hathaway.
Yeah, which version?
Crazy enough, might get canceled, but the Chris Brown version.
Yeah, that one is actually really good.
I don't know.
That one is actually really good from the movie.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah, that one's actually really good.
I know it's good, guys. Thank you.
Oh.
I'm joking. Yeah, I appreciate
I haven't
it.
heard that one. Have
So-
I? Maybe.
I got two answers because like everyone knows, I grew up in the church, and Kirk Franklin, the GOAT, has a lot of great Christmas songs. Jesus is the reason for the season. Go Tell It on the Mountain. Now Behold the Lamb is probably my personal favorite. But I'm not going to go with any of those. Let It Snow, Boys to Men, and Brian McKnight.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's the one. I feel like every year I try and make a Christmas playlist and make it 30, 35 songs. and get a certain vibe because, Let It Snow is a very different vibe
Yes.
from All I Want for You. You know what I mean? And so it's like I try and get a certain, vibe to be in the background. Because All I Want for You is more like upbeat and dancey. And Christmas music is mostly played in the background. We don't usually have Christmas sing-alongs. So all these upbeat Christmas songs, it's kind of like almost doing too much in a sense. I'm just trying to cook. I don't need all this going on in the background.
You don't want Santa to drink off the rum.
I don't want any white men, in my house unannounced. So I think that Boys to Men, Let It Snow is the perfect, energy for a Christmas song, and especially good for like playing in the background. So that's mine right there.
That's good.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard the Jackson 5 Christmas album?
Yes, that's a good
That's
one
a
too.
good one,
That's a
yeah,
good one
yeah.
too.
That whole album.
Yeah,
It's great.
Christmas albums are coming back, I think.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are doing them. But I feel like the selection of songs is the issue. Because there's a group like Silent Night and Oh Holy Night that are like the regulars. They almost feel like you have to do. But those are always the best Christmas songs. We need more people doing This Christmas or, stuff like that. So that's what I would want to see is like the new artists working with Christmas albums. And then one album I got to shout out that's Christmas is Chance the Rapper's Christmas album.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Him and Jeremiah did a Christmas tape. You heard it?
Was this post fall off Chance or
No, this is pre-fall off.
Oh shit, I'll take it. Yeah.
That's a huge difference.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I think it's on
I'll listen to
SoundCloud,
that.
a Christmas tape. R. Kelly is on it, so just I want to give you beware that he,
So it's like not on streaming.
No, this is on SoundCloud. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But this is like a few years back. Yeah, this is before the big day and all that.
Okay.
Let's stay in this favorite Christmas things.
Okay.
Favorite Christmas movie. Now, I asked a lot of friends about this because there's 10 ways you can go in this direction. Also, we got our movie connoisseur over here. So I got to hear what Ralph has to say. But I wanted to put out some suggestions in case you forgot about some Christmas movies.
Yes.
So, of course, there's the Home Alone trilogy, Last Holiday with Queen Latifah, The Grinch, Elf, Jingle All the Way, Best Man Holiday. So, you don't got to choose from that, of course. You can choose from any of them. But let's go with you first. Is there a favorite Christmas movie that comes to mind for you?
I really like Love Actually.
Is that? I guess that counts.
Yeah,
I guess that counts.
It's a Christmas movie, right?
It counts.
Okay.
It counts.
All right.
You're like,
My wife just watched it the other week.
Yeah.
I have a lot in common with her.
No, you do. You're naming all her shows. I was like, okay.
All right.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That'd be our favorite episode. I feel like Christmas movies, though, I guess personally, I don't like them as much when they're like romantic in some way. Even though romance is part of Christmas, I guess. But I'm like, I like them better when there's more like family movie or like a kid movie. But
Facts.
Home Alone though is like
Home Alone's up there.
that's a good one.
yeah. The first one you're saying?
I mean,
All of them? Because 3 and 4, and I think there's maybe a 5. Like
I would say the first one.
When
One and two.
Yeah.
1 and 2 are good.
when
Yeah,
Haley
really
Joel
good.
Osment got involved, it was a
Oh
different.
jeez.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
I don't think I watched like the 3rd or 4th or 5th.
Same
be
concept.
honest.
You get the gist.
Okay. He gets left behind.
Kevin's
Yeah.
at the crib. Yeah, Kevin's chilling.
Bad parents, kid by himself.
I don't know how many times you can forget your kid. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
like
Wow.
jeez.
Maybe he was a shitty kid. I don't know.
Yeah, he was. He's mischievous. He's devious.
Conspiracy. I like that.
Loki.
They left him on purpose.
They left
Yeah.
Teaching him a lesson.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I like that because they say white people don't beat their kids, but this is like a good alternative. It's
There
like
you go.
You haven't been to my house.
I'm not gonna put hands on you,
Kevin
but
was, if
I'll
Kevin
leave you
was
at the airport.
black, I don't know.
that's a whole different movie.
I don't know. The police would have came, seen 2 guys
Oh my
injured, and just blame the kid.
No. If Kevin's mom was Jamaican, Kevin would get beats for getting
Oh,
up to
for
the
sure.
airport.
For sure.
100%. Chris, you got a favorite Christmas movie of all time?
I do. If it's not Home Alone, it's got to be Christmas Vacation. The Griswolds Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
National
Okay.
Lampoon. Sorry.
Yeah,
definitely
National
National
Lampoon.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a classic. That used to be like the Christmas Eve with the folks when I was like a little kid. They just throw it on.
Yeah, okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I like that. Yeah, you guys all got some good choices. for
Ralph, you
sure.
got one?
I got 2. I'll go action and comedy. Action, I'll go Some people still debate to this day if it's a Christmas movie, but
I
I'll
know where
go
you're
Die
going.
Hard.
I knew you were gonna say
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, I like that.
The big Die Hard fan. Like at least the first two were like some of my favorite.
I've never
action
seen
movies.
any of them. So
Dude,
maybe I
you
should add
gotta-
that to my
I'm
list.
I've also
gotta-
never. I know.
I gotta add it to my
You gotta
list.
watch them before they get like wild. Like they
Yeah.
kind of get like Fast and Furious levels.
Oh, jeez.
So just watch the first two.
No, you got to go through them all, and then you got to end it with Over the Top.
How many are there?
Over the Top's the arm
I think
wrestling one.
there's 5.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's
A
a
Good Day
lot.
to Die
I did
Hard
not
might
know
have
there
been
was
the last
5
one.
diehards.
Yeah, I think so.
What's your other one?
Comedy. It's probably Elf with Will Ferrell.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Definitely
That's
some
a good
nostalgia
one.
bait for me because like that was one of the first movies where I actually started understanding like some of the like adult jokes.
Mm.
So yeah, for sure. Elf was good. Elf
I
was
like
good.
that one.
Nice little twist.
Elf, I think, is probably the consensus answer. I feel like you can please the most people.
Yeah.
Like if you're at something Christmas and you put Elf on, no one's gonna
if
complain.
I'm doing a Christmas Netflix
Right.
and chill, I can throw that on. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
really good
for
one.
sure. I'm gonna leave that one super alone. I had like 3 jokes for that, but we're gonna leave that one super alone.
Yeah. Next topic.
Yeah, mine's Last Holiday with Queen Latifah. My son, I forgot that was a Christmas movie because it happens around Christmas.
Mm.
And for anyone who forgets, like she finds out that she has cancer and she has, not that much time left to live. So she takes out her savings, quits her job, and tries to like live her life. The love interest is LL Cool J. That
Oh.
catches any of you guys. But I forgot that was a Christmas movie because it kind of ends around Christmas time where she comes back and has like this cute little moment. So that's the one for me. But
Queen Latifah has a lot of like love related movies. She has
Yeah.
another one with Common.
Yeah.
Just Right.
yeah.
Yes.
Well,
I watched that
she's
one.
finding all the bald black light skin.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
And being like, put them in the movie.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Wasn't she just? It was like a Netflix movie with it was like Michael Rappaport and her.
oh
It was a
yeah.
basketball movie
No,
too.
and Adam Sandler.
Oh, it was Adam
It was Adam Sandler.
Oh, I thought it was Michael.
That was her husband in it.
That
or
was her
something,
husband.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't think they kissed at all in that movie. She said no.
No.
Sorry, Adam.
Yeah.
She had like 2 scenes.
She's right now putting in her pitch for Boris Kojo to be the next love interest, like 100%. Yeah. Queen
Shaq.
Latifah. Shaq and Queen Latifah would look crazy.
Yeah, on screen for sure.
Oh.
For
Oh
sure.
my god. And I'm guessing probably not her type. That's just my guess.
I agree.
Okay, this is the time for our anime suggestion. Do you have like a Christmas anime for this one or like a holiday anime?
There's some holiday anime movies out there, but not like a Christmas anime. No, I don't have anything for that. But this week I'm gonna go with a movie, very classic. Studio Ghibli. If you guys know about Studio Ghibli, some of the best like
Big
anime
time.
movies. Spirited Away. If you guys haven't had a chance to watch that, that's like one of the best anime movies
A
ever
classic.
created. So yeah, you guys give it a chance with Spirited Away. Amazing themes. Watch the don't watch the dub. Watch like the actual original. So yeah, Spirited
Do you remember
Away.
the name of his new film that just came out that premiered at TIFF?
One just dropped. I think is that the one with like Batista and all these guys that are.
No. There's one that he premiered at TIFF. I don't know if it's gonna end up going on streaming, but it came out in Japan a year ago and then it just came out here.
No, I can't remember. I'm gonna look into it.
It got great reviews though. The people said it would have won People's Choice at TIFF had they put it up for the
Oh
awards.
wow.
So
Okay, cool. I'm gonna look out for that.
and they
for
say
sure.
this might be his last film. So yeah,
A lot of
so I mentioned that.
classics.
So this is the time right now. The best time of the podcast for me. Non-rap suggestion. I feel like Chris has to go first because that's just Chris always kills it when he goes first. I feel like we can't break that tradition. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So Chris,
Alright.
you have a non-rap suggestion for us.
I do. I'm going back to my Corridos playlist, and we're going with El Aventado by Movido Distana and Junior H.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can we get an applause one time for
Wow.
accent? Come on.
Wow.
I'm gonna bump it when I'm cleaning up after. You might get a little taste.
Mention I added those.
That's dope.
So you gave yours
This is a non-rap.
non-rap suggestion.
Okay.
We can come back
Like
to you.
a song, like a
A
specific
song, yeah,
one
yeah.
song.
One song.
I would need to go on my phone.
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
Take your
Okay.
time.
Okay. Ralph will go while she finds it.
Yeah.
And again, no Soca. No Christmas
I choose
soca.
Santa, drink off the rum.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. No,
yeah.
bring out the ham.
No.
Okay, got it.
None of
The
that.
deglazed ham, for sure, for sure. I'm gonna go with Moonlight by Kali Uchis. I feel like you guys, there's a similarity there, in my opinion. In my
wow,
opinion,
I've
yeah.
never gotten that, but
Yeah.
thank you.
That's
she's
one,
dope.
that's one of my favorite songs.
She's dope.
Yeah, so that's a good one. Moonlight, Kali Uchis. I like that a
One
lot.
second.
I'll go next while you find
go
yours.
next.
I've been doing this thing where I'm choosing songs that are not even low key, not even from this century. But this
I
one
love that.
is a banger, and it goes with one of my last songs. You know, I chose Encore by Sherilyn a few weeks ago, and that's like the perfect song to play when you just got on the aux, the first song. This song can go right after that, and that's Candy by Cameo.
Oh,
Yeah, everyone
That's
knows.
a big track, yeah.
Everyone knows
That's
this song, huge track. But this is like, got to put this on the aux, man. Unfold your arms, pick your feet up off the floor. So Candy, Cameo, that's mine for this week.
I had a chance to listen to Encore since you talked about it on the last episode. So
And you got your shuffle on, right?
I was moving a little bit.
Like that.
I usually sweep when my arms are stiff. This time I was loose. I was getting under the couch.
Yo, I love
That's what it's for, man. That's what it's for.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, I have a couple. Can I give a couple?
Go for it.
Okay, let's do okay. This came on the like I was in a grocery store and I was like, whoa, I remember the song from when I was a little girl, but do y'all remember John Cicada? Just Another Day?
John Cicada. I'm not familiar.
I swear
Put that on my Serato.
I heard it. It's very I want to say it's like he's from the 90s, but this guy can sing.
This looks, okay, so
It's
92.
like, yeah.
How you
yeah.
spell staccato?
Cicada. Like
Secada.
ADA.
I don't remember this song. I can't wait to hear it. I feel like I'll know it once I
You're
hear
going to
it.
know it. You're going to
Just
know
Another
it.
Day?
Just Another Day.
But listen, Homeboy's picture on his Spotify.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
He's looking like he was cleaning up 30 years ago.
Oh yeah, he was doing.
Oh yeah,
he was doing his thing.
He was doing his thing
Yeah.
for sure.
Not a hair on his chin in sight.
And then the next, I would say, just because the song gets me like amped, is Eventually Tame Impala.
Eventually. Yeah, that's a huge
good
one.
one.
Right?
I think I chose Eventually for one of mine. I feel
wouldn't
like I
doubt
did.
it.
I'm not surprised.
You guys have music taste. Come on.
We have similar music.
Yeah.
You guys have music taste. You have television taste with his wife. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all need a third host.
So this is the first song to appear twice on the segment. So if you still haven't listened to Eventually,
You gotta listen to Eventually.
yeah, Eventually is a banger.
Also, that whole album.
Yeah.
It's killer.
I saw them live for that album. Very
Me
nice.
too.
Yeah.
At
Festival. That's right.
oh, what, it was at a music festival.
Yeah.
Oh, I think at Budweiser.
Oh, that would have been nice though.
Still. It always changes names.
Yeah, I think it's Budweiser now.
Yeah.
It used to be Molson.
Yeah. That was
It'll be Heineken.
Yeah,
By
exactly.
next summer.
It'll be Stella. That show was sick because the lasers, like the laser show, was insane. Insane.
Like I'm sure someone is going home with permanent brain damage from that.
Maybe,
But it was but it was
worth it.
It
I was
was
just
worth
like,
it.
what?
You're getting brain damage anyways.
Yeah.
So, at least that'd be worth it.
For sure.
Yeah, that show was sick.
Oh, last thing. Holiday times. I did have a quick creator showcase for everybody. The Robin Hood project. It's ran by my boy. He actually knows you too, Kevin Rabindra. Yeah. So shout outs to Kevin. I knew Kevin when he was like this big.
Baby boy.
Yeah. And now he's like this big. So, but yeah, he started the Robin Hood project. If you guys have some extra clothes, extra shoes, extra anything, apparel, whatever, donate it to him. I'm gonna put his link in these this episode bio, and this is going to be running for the entirety of December. So if you guys are interested in that, please let me know. I know for a fact that I have a lot of extra shoes and a lot of extra clothes that are just hanging around in my closet. Why not give it to somebody that's in need? This is the best time for it. It is getting cold outside.
Hell yeah.
So
No freaking joke.
So
No
Robin
freaking
Hood
joke.
project.
I love that. I have so many things.
There you go.
Donate. Yes.
Now this is the time of year, like when you drive around and you see people outside during this time of year, you can't not feel for them, because it is basically life altering for me to walk from my car to the door.
Yeah.
And the thing that these people are outside endlessly, it's a whole different ballgame.
Definitely
So,
got to be there for
that's
anybody that needs.
it's very important. And listen, after the pandemic, I think a lot of things have changed.
Yeah.
A lot of things have changed. So yeah, I'm happy that we have that for a Creator Showcase today. One of my favorites, I would say. One of my favorites from the Creator Showcase.
Definitely.
I want to thank you for joining us. It's
Thank
been a
you
great
for having
episode.
Me on. Thank you.
Let's get the applause going. It's been a great episode. Again, congrats on the nominations.
Thanks.
We're manifesting some wins for you. We're speaking that into existence. We didn't get enough of Rasta Santa Claus.
Bombo clot. Yeah, man. Give me the sorrow. There you go.
There you go.
So finally we got that.
A little treat at the end of the podcast for anybody that's here.
Screaming. If anyone who's made it to the end of the podcast, you know what to do. Leave us a rating and a review, 5 stars, not a single star less. Of course, find us on the interwebs on Instagram at
The Mayor Media.
Can we get it in the Rasta Santa Claus voice?
Ask me again. Let's get it.
Follow us on the interwebs. You can find us on Instagram at
The Mayor Media.
Find us on YouTube at
The Blood Clot Mayor Media.
And of course, until next time, canceling, bring back bullying, know yourself, know your worth.